Welcome, YouTube friends and family, to today's chicken coop building episode of the Wellness Homesteader. So I promised you all that I would film the journey. So what I'm going to say is I want to share everything I possibly can with you. So if I seem a little discouraged or if I have to call in for replacements, this is going to be a big job, y'all. A big job. So what I've started by doing is, of course, I have pulled the directions, and I was so excited because I saw the word easy, but it says easy clean, not easy assemble. And y'all, it took me an hour to offload. If you saw the picture in my community post, I'll try to insert that right here. So yeah, the guy had to bring it from the street because he couldn't get the truck, which was huge, into my driveway because there's no shoulders on the road that I live on. So anyway, I had a long haul to carry it. The first box weighed 250 pounds. The second box weighed 171, and the remainder added up to 570 pounds, all three together. So let me show you here what is included in this crazy chicken coop. That's probably going to take me a month to build. No, I'm just kidding. Here are the open areas. It is very good quality. It is like a coated wire. If you can see here, coated chicken wire. There are pieces here, lots of pieces here. This is many sections of roof. I think that is the flooring for a portion of it. That's something. Roof gables. Gosh, y'all, I'm not sure what all of this is, but I'm sure by the time I get it all built, I will figure it out. So yes indeed, so much to put together, but we're gonna give it a shot and see if we can get this built. So I will bring you back once I get at least something put together. So I totally forgot I was making a video. I am making some progress, so I'm super happy about that. This is the back of the coop where the nesting boxes are. That will be the next thing that I'm assembling. Always a big truck when I'm trying to film. In here are the 4 roosting posts, and this is a cute little window, but it has chicken wire on it, so you can open it for ventilation. I know that these have like hooks to them because this is also not, well, maybe it is. No, this also opens up. So this will make coop cleaning so easy. Where they go to roost at night. This is the area where they can go in and out of the coop, so there's a step down. So yeah, I'm having to use like ladders, different things like that, to kind of prop things up. All in all, I don't think I've shared. I bought this from Tractor Supply online. I have a mama bird nesting over here that's most unhappy with me. She's sitting there on the fence. Can y'all see her? Yeah. She's like, you get away from my babies. She's got a worm in her mouth. So, yes. So I have to say, it's going relatively well, y'all. Aside from my hair being like extremely frizzy, I'm bleeding a little here, there, and everywhere. Not really sure how or why, but that's okay. That's okay. I got this. So I cannot do this in a day. I'm going to poop out. It took me about an hour just to lug everything back, so that some of the pieces were quite heavy. And I was really worried about the roof, but I think I can do this, guys. I really think I can do it. So what I will say to you is, if you've never built anything before, this might be a little advanced, but so far the directions have been really easy to read, and this is a product of China. I didn't really realize that until it came, but that's okay. What doesn't come from China? At least I got it while you can still get things from China, right? But sometimes if someone whose first language isn't English writes directions, it can be a little cray-cray trying to, decipher, but really has not been hard at all. So I am thankful that I should be in the shade for majority of the day because there is not a cloud in the sky. And it's a warm one today, so I'm perspiring and drinking lots of liquids. So I'm going to continue on. I will try to bring you back at the next stage of having things put together. Stay tuned. I'm still making progress. It's lunchtime, so I am going to take a break. So I have the roof and the nesting boxes on. Oh, I'm trying to lift the roof. So I have 4 nesting boxes, and this will have a latch, so no worries on that. Around here is the side door to clean out the coop, so it has glass so you can peek in, as well as ventilation. That's my blood. I'll clean that out before the hens come. But plexiglass, so make cleaning out the coops a little easier. I'd like to find some more plexiglass that would fit in the nesting boxes. The 4 number 42s, which are the roosting sticks for them. They're not called sticks. Okay, I'm a new chicken mama, guys. Give me a break. Roof goes on last. I'm up to this point where I guess I can take these posts down now. Ooh, they're kind of driven in. Sorry. Having a little dilemma. Ooh, watch your feet. So this attaches with a screw and a nut. Well, that's a great way to assemble things. Guess I'll take y'all walking around with me. However, unless your arms are like 8 feet long, there is no possible way I can hold the screw and turn the nut. So I'm probably gonna have to enlist somebody's help. If I can just get them at least tacked a little bit further, then I can maybe see if my neighbor can come help me. Well, good morning. Welcome back to day 2. Yep, I'm already filthy, guys. Oops, excuse my hand. Yeah, pretty dirty. First, I want to apologize for my garden video. Apparently, I like to talk to the ground, and when I saw it actually on the television, I realized the audio was not so good. Did not pick that up in editing, so I hope you'll excuse that. So I have a few words about building your own chicken coop. I think the first thing is would be infinitely easier with 2 people. However, aside from one issue, I've been able to do everything by myself. So let me take you over here to the coop and I'll explain to you what the issue is. And Mama Bird's getting brave. She's like, what you building over here? Maybe I like that. You go take care of your babies. Stay out of my business. All right, I'll bring you back in a moment. So this morning I've been able to add post, the second part of the run, a second post. I have a post to go here. On the ends, when you are putting a bolt and a, too close, guys, sorry, a bolt and a nut, you can reach around both sides. However, in here, all I can do is start the bolt, and yesterday I did have the neighbor come help me bolt down the first panel, so I'm going to go ahead and, ouch, that'll be another bruise, build out this post, the end, which is a 4-piece gate and a peak. So I have the door. Oh, not sure what that piece is. Oh, that's a side piece. Oh goodness, I hope, oh yeah, I've got another one over there, and then there's a peak. So I'll put all that together, and then it'll be time to start on the roof. Now, I think the roof is doable by myself with a ladder. We shall see. Probably the only thing I didn't show you yesterday was the pulley system. I love this. When you want to let your girls out in the morning, you just pull the door. So I think that is a really nifty trick, so I won't have to go into the coop to let them out. And yeah, I'm gonna have to wash everything down. Oop, mama bird. Yeah, she's got a worm in her mouth for her babies. Maybe we can get a peek at the babies. I'll at least show you where she's put them. They're in there. Oh, she doesn't like this. But she's built the nest back in such a way. And here's, I don't know if y'all can see. She's up there. She's not happy. All right. Yeah, here's some other miscellaneous pieces. This is actually the corrugated roof that goes on the top. So let me get to building. I'll bring you back shortly. Thought I would give you a little update. I have all of the panels in, so you can see the entire coop size here. And I do plan on having a run plus some free ranging. I have a big area for the chickens. I do have the coop door on, and my gracious neighbor Carol, thank you so much. She came over and helped me get things done that I couldn't get done, which was help me put in these screws. So excuse the dirt, guys, but yeah, I think this will be a nice little place for the chickens to hang out. And I think it will be secure. Yeah, there we go. So, fingers crossed, prayers above. Let's get building a roof. All right, y'all, a little bit more progress. This is the door that you can clean out the actual nesting box. So well, here's how you clean out the nesting boxes. So this door kept falling down. This door kept swinging open. It was super annoying. So I made the executive decision, and yes, I know these hinges look wrong, but this one is to open the window. This one is to open the whole door for cleaning. It really works pretty simply. You unhook this, and then you can lift the latch. Right now it's locked. So it does work. The hardest work I did, and y'all, the reason I'm not filming as I go, as I work, is because I am doing this by myself. So I'm probably doing things that look super awkward, maybe a little unsafe at times, but you know, when you build by yourself, that's what you have to do. And I also have the latch on the door. So even though, and I'm not super crazy about the latch, but we'll see. Even though it said do the latches last, with everything swinging around, I just didn't feel like the coop was secure. So I buttoned that all up. What I'm getting ready to do here, you see there are two wooden braces. They will go up along this side just like these did. And then once they're up, you put a plate to bond them together. And then, guys, I think we'll be ready for the roof. May have to do a little tree trimming, but Mama Bird's finally settled down a little bit. She's kind of coming and going as she chooses. I think she's figured out that I'm bringing her some friends in the bird family. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. They're headed towards the quarry. I said gravel pit the other day. It's actually a quarry. So yeah, I'm really pleased. And before I put these up, I'm gonna sit down on the ladder because I have a thought or two for you. I look a little rough. Makeup went by the wayside like 2 days ago. I could care less. I'm clean. Well, I was clean. I am no longer clean, right? So, can you be more self-sufficient? That's a question I've been asking myself. I'm not directing that to you all, but it is a good food for thought. You know, as I was reading the Foxfire book 1, and they were talking about how to build a log cabin, etc., you know, I realized I could use some more skills. I could learn how to do things maybe a little more efficiently, a little better. And this project is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I always have these brilliant ideas, but I'm going to tell you something. When this is done, and aside from somebody holding a ratchet so I could screw in some screws, and there was less than a dozen of those, this has been something I've done by myself, and I am very proud. Now, we shall see if the roof goes as well. It's kind of tough building these braces, etc., etc. They're heavy, they're awkward. You wish you had an extra hand like I showed you in that one antique store. I could really use that extra hand. But I just want to encourage you today, when you think you can't, I bet you can. You know, just keep persevering. This has taken me way longer. When I was reading the reviews, one guy said, you know, he and his like 8-year-old son built it in 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, that's not happening here at the Clark house. So let me get back to work. I will bring you back when I'm ready to start on the roof. I just need to get all these supports in first, so stay tuned. Right, I managed to get all of the roof support on. I should say the joists. There were 3 of them. 1, 2, and then the one on the end makes 3. Let me tell y'all, that was not easy. But I managed it, and I'm super happy with the way it's coming out. So this is the roof, and of course that will go on after I attach the 4 ridge supports, and then the metal thing is a cap for the roof panels. So it does look like the girls are gonna have their home ready by the end of the day. I am still waiting on my chicken feeder, and that's unfortunate, but it looks like it will be here soon. So I am going to take a little break, catch my breath, and then we'll get back at it. And maybe I'll even bring the tripod out and kind of do a fast motion so you can see the work involved. One thing I will say, I would not have put this in as per the instructions, because it makes it hard to get a ladder in there. But I've managed, and I just have just your standard beat up aluminum ladder so far. So stay tuned. Y'all, we're getting there. The only parts I have left are the ridge cap pieces, which go on after the roof. So, I'm filthy dirty. I'm soaking wet with sweat. I'm sure I do not smell like a flower. But I have to tell you, this project has been so worth it. And I know that I will appreciate the work that goes into building something like this so much more. I have never done anything like this. I will share, and I had help. There were 2 of us. I did put the whole fence in around my place, but that was 21 years ago, and I'm a little bit older now. So I was reflecting a little bit. I'm gonna rest before I start lifting those heavy panels. Oh my word, y'all. You know, I think about my grandparents who couldn't buy a cute little kit from Tractor Supply that came with really great directions. You know, they had to figure that all out by themselves, and those skills, those building skills, were so important. You know, I'm thankful for the advances today, and I'm thankful for this experience, even though, y'all, I am beat up from head to toe. So, yeah, there I pinched my arm right in the middle, between 2 boards. Whew. And I couldn't get the board up, so I just had to pull it out. And I still don't know what I did there. My hands look like a 90-year-old woman, but y'all excuse that, won't ya? I'm really a 61-year-old woman. What I can say is this is a project that would have really been nice to have help with. And my son said he would come home and help me, but I really hate to ask him to do that. That's 8 hours of driving. You know, round trip, gas is astronomical. He's working 6 days a week. You know, that would be a lot to ask of someone. And I have to tell you, You just can't find people that are like, I want to work, you know, kids. They're like, no, I'm going to stay in the air conditioning and play my video games. Not all of them are that way, I'm sure. But that's been kind of my experience trying to get help. So I see my fence is leaning there. So I am thinking about pouring a footer around the coop for predator reasons. And I can pour some cement in that post, straighten it up. Yeah, I can do that. All right, let's get busy, and I'm gonna go grab my tripod. Why can I never think of that word, y'all? And set it up, and you all can watch me struggle. I've been on the struggle bus. I actually went in and made myself a iced coffee, which I never drink any caffeine past early morning. 2 shots of espresso, some almond milk, and some sugar-free caramel syrup. Man, it was gone like that, and I do feel better. It's so hot I'm not hungry, which I'm going to enjoy that because this girl's always hungry. So let's get busy and put this roof on and be able to stand back and say, I did this pretty much myself. Stay tuned. So what you see me doing is putting like one screw in, then moving things over. The directions are not super clear. Like this step just says affix roof panels with screw number blah blah blah. It doesn't tell you whether to overlap them. I keep looking at the itty bitty little picture. So what I've done here is I have fixed with one screw 3 panels. I'm going to go around to the other side. I'm going to affix the other 3 panels with one screw. If that way I'm not putting 8 screws in every panel and then have to go back and redo it. Another thing that's great is the bowl. And of course, this is a mid-century modern bowl. It's melamine. So I'm going to swing around to the other side. I don't know how much y'all be able to see, but I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to try to continue to time lapse it. I know I haven't filmed a lot of this, y'all, and just as a reminder, I am not a building expert by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I'm kind of amazed every time I look over here. All right, let's get back to work. All right, managed to get the panels up. Y'all, I have to tell you, those things are heavy. Want to feel my muscle? Thankfully, I'm strong. That does help. There are actually 10 screws for each panel. One will hold it, and then I will figure out how I'm going to get to the peak, which probably means standing pretty high on the ladder. The structure is extremely sturdy with the joists I built, so I'm not worried about leaning on the roof. Y'all call 911 if I fall down. I'm totally kidding. So let me get back on that ladder. Woo! I think I might stop and get a little sip of some water first. It's really smoking hot out here. It's in the 80s. So let's get back to work. All right, so what I've done here is I put the 10 screws in each panel, and then I don't think you can even see. I am testing the final thing, which is the metal cap that kind of covers where the two roof panels come together. So I thought maybe I better check that out before I screw down the second side, but it looks like everything's fine. It fits fine. So, y'all, it's almost over but the shouting. So I'm gonna, it's not probably interesting for you to watch me lay on the roof to screw things in, but that's the only way a short girl can reach it. So I'm gonna finish up the back panel. I will bring you back for the final step because we are gonna celebrate here. And I have a little announcement. Y'all, I'm so hot. And it's completely still. I mean, there's not like even a breeze. But we're gonna get this done. So let's get back. Well, as we say in the country, it's all over but the shouting. I have 3 ridge panels. Let me grab one, show you what it looks like. So it's just a little ridge. It will cover, pardon me, where the 2 sections of roof meet, and it has to be screwed down. So I'm gonna have to lay on my stomach. It would be nice to have a taller ladder. I think I would feel more secure, but it's not too far to fall if I do fall. Pray I don't. So it has to be screwed down on both sides. So in the midst of all that, I had to change the battery. Then I dropped all the screws. I had to go get a magnet. I don't know what I did with the magnet. But I think I have all that I need. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for the breeze. Oh, my word. It's only 37% humidity. It's 81 degrees. I checked when I went in because I needed to fill my sippy cup for like the 17th time today. So it is 2 o'clock. So I've been at this since 7. I've taken very brief breaks, not eating breaks or anything like that. I've gone straight through, and I worked 7 hours yesterday. So this is going to be, you know, easily a 14, 15-hour project if you're doing it alone. But oh, the rewards. So let me get on this ladder after a few more sips, and we're gonna get this final step done, and I'll bring you back at the very end to share something exciting. I hope you'll stay tuned. Okay guys, live now. Let's try to get some of these screws in. I won't run this piece ad nauseum, but I want to show you what I have to do to get that roof cap on. So here we go. Up the ladder. Okay. So each one of these ridges here, there is a corresponding hole in the metal roof cap. so you can screw it down. So you get the idea. Let me finish up. I'll bring you back to show you, sorry I just spit, the final and give you a little bit of an exciting, I think, announcement. I hope you'll stay tuned. All right, y'all. Cheers to a finished coop. Whew. I have to tell you, that was the hardest project I think I've ever done. So it took me 15 hours. That man that said it took he and his 8-year-old son 3 to 4 hours. I'd like to have him over here helping me. I'm filthy dirty, but y'all, I'm smiling from ear to ear because I did it. So let me pull back here and show you what a nice place I will have for my girls, all roofed in. You know, it just gives me a whole new appreciation for the old ways and my grandparents who built their home and all their outbuildings without the benefit of a Tractor Supply kit, you know. And then I got using my cordless drill, and I thought they had to go, you know, they didn't have electricity back then. So lots of hard work, you know. So I kind of prefer the 2022 method of building. However, there are a lot of good skills that I gained through doing this, and I got better as I went along. Sorry to keep drinking, y'all. All right, let me take you on a final little tour. Then I'm going to sit down and tell you what I think is some exciting news. Stay tuned. Some of the features that I liked about this coop is that there will always be shade for the hens if they're in their pen and not free ranging. You can open the door and close the door with a lever from the outside, so you don't have to go in through into the coop. It does have a pretty sturdy latch mechanism on the door, and I may have to dig out a little bit because this gate's kind of hanging up on the ground. I had to do a lot of digging to get this thing level. So this is what it looks like. Let me show you. Of course, there's no straw, or I'm going to use wood chips. But yeah, and there's a few little branches that fell in. So this will be where they can roost at night. There are 4 roosting bars up high, and then those are the laying boxes, which I can access from the outside as well. I will show you that maybe. Sorry about my hand here, guys. Whew. I'm so tired, I might not even make sense. Okay, so that's latch tight. This latch opens up the entire roosting box so that for easy cleaning. There is a window for ventilation, which also locks. Over here, this locks, and this is where you can get your eggs without going into the coop. So I think all in all, it's a very, very nice kit. One thing I will say is it could have provided some extra screws because I kept dropping them, and then I had to get the magnet. But anyway, all right, final look, and then I'll give you some final thoughts. So what I think is sort of exciting news is I am getting 3 9-month-old already laying hens, but they don't have names, guys. So I thought I would throw it out to you all. Drop me a comment below. Suggest some names for my girls. I like old-fashioned names, but I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. I'm sure you have better ideas than I do. So if you haven't already, guys, I would so appreciate it if you would smash that like button. If you know someone that would be interested in this content, please share my video. It helps me out so much. My channel is growing by little bitty bits. I am so grateful for all of you returning subscribers, all of you new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the audio on this one is a little better than my garden video. I really try, but I kind of forget sometimes that I'm even filming. So I'm gonna leave it here with one word of encouragement. Y'all, you can do it. Put your mind to it. learn new skills, challenge yourself. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you encouragement if there's something you want to do, because this is something I've wanted for so long, and I just wasn't sure I could do it. And finally one day, I guess I was feeling full of myself, and I'm like, I can totally do it. I'm gonna order a chicken coop. So I'm very grateful, the help from above, because that's where my strength and endurance comes from. So until I see you again, hopefully with chickens pretty soon, as always, be well, be healthy, be blessed, and take care.